This is my 2014 fall hydroponic garden. I built this system late winter, so early spring I had tomatoes, cucumbers, squash, and peppers in it. And it only lasts a few months, and the roots overgrow the pipes I use, and I have to I get rid of it, late August, and then I'll go in with a fall garden. Pretty much all I grow in the fall is okra. It grows pretty quick. You can see this okra will be this size tomorrow. You have to pick every day. You can see all the new growth. It happens quick. There's flowers that wasn't here yesterday, and okra loves it, so I put it in the freezer and put it up for gumbo over the winter. But the way the system works is have a 52-gallon reservoir, a pump inside. It pumps water up through the hose through here. My grow chamber is a 5-inch fence post, the white fence post. This is PVC. It's square. I thought I'd have a little more room inside. Inside of it is a piece of PEX tube, and it's got small holes pushed in it, maybe like a 1/16, real small holes. So it sprays oxygenated nutrient solution in between every pot, and it hits the wall about here. That way it splashes and creates, it kind of oxygenates it, aerates it. The way the system works is you fill, it's a nutrient film technique is what I do. So it will run the water across the roots, and it would run the length of the pipe down and come out one drain. Well, I found that wasn't getting water out quick enough. That's why my tomatoes only lasted a few months. Once the roots get about this deep in there, water really has trouble getting out. So they get root rot, and basically they drowned. So I added, for my fall garden, I added 2 more drains, one in the middle, one on each end. I built the whole system on a 16 by 6.5 foot trailer. That way I can move it around if I need to put it outside, out there in the sun or anything. Or we're hurricane prone here, so I can have big doors on the front of my shop. I can push it off in the shop there and keep it out of the wind. I stagger my plants. I plant them like 2 weeks apart. So all these plants they're only 2 weeks apart in age. I planted the big ones first, then these, and then those, and then these. I do that because, well, as you can see, if I plant them all at the same time, I wouldn't be able to get between them to pick them, and it'd just be a pain in the butt. And you can see these plants here are a couple weeks old. They're starting to put out good roots. I started them in dirt. That way I can add them to the hydroponic unit as I wanted to. You see the white roots are healthy new root growth. The dirty looking roots are just that, they come out of the dirt. My first system I did with 3-inch PVC. You see the roots down in there, they're pretty full. And the roots would fill the pipe completely up and nothing would work. So then I went to 4-inch. The 4-inch did better, but still same problem. Now I go to 5-inch square. Let me get down here. You can see the okra, it really loves the system. It's busting the pots, and all the pots are just a 4.5-inch planting pot. And I'll cut a hole in the bottom, stick the roots through, put a few rocks in there to support it. But the roots you can see them in there, they have filled the 5-inch up also. You can see the water squirting maybe. It just oxygenates and sprays on there. You can see in there the roots The cup doesn't even go down. I use solo cup to plug up the extra holes. The system, it works well. Like I said, I want to build another system next year, and it will consist of 8-inch water pipe. I'll take the 4-inch fence or 5-inch fence post off. I'll leave the drain tube at the bottom so I could add multiple drains. And I'll put a 15, it's a 16-foot trailer, so I'll put a 15-foot 8-inch water pipe down it. And I'll give the plants more spacing. This wasn't enough. I'll probably go 12 to 14 inches between each plant. And that way, you know, I'll get a little more room for them to grow. That's really packed in there. I used general hydroponic nutrient solution. You see the drain pipes. See, everything drains into that common 4-inch. It runs down, and it comes down. It reduces down to a 2-inch, and then goes into this. This is actually a store-bought reservoir, and it goes into the reservoir there, and just recirculates. It's called nutrient film technique. This is the pipe I'm going to use next year.